Hey boss, hey, how are you today? Let's talk about digital products and print on demand inspiration for the new year. To be clear, it's your girl, Lashonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to share things you can do when it comes to your money marketing and sales goals, too. I am once again back at the beautiful Greenville Hilton for my annual Fire Start Your Year weekend workshop experience. We just wrapped up day number one. And I said, before I put my head to bed, I'm going to do a late night live with you guys. Whether you are catching me live or on the replays, sad, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in to the virtual building. Number one. Number two, if you are catching me on the replay side, you know what you got to do. Drop into the comment box, hashtag replays rock. And when it comes to your new year goals as a digital entrepreneur, I want to talk about all things as far as digital products, print on demand, consistent revenue, some inspiration I want to share with you. So let's dig in. I've got a ton of, as you know what I like to call them, I got a ton of good goods here that I want to share. If you're trying to figure out how to work on your business growth goals and what kind of products you should be selling going into 2024, let's explore a couple of things that we're actually working on this weekend, okay? So, one of the ladies in the circle, Elizabeth, said, Lashonda, if I do nothing else, before I leave here, I got one question to ask you when it comes to your revenue goals, when it comes to reaching your annual revenue goals. What are some products that you focus on? What are some things that you do? So the first thing that I said was baby. For me, I always think about taking that big annual goal and breaking it down into month by month sustainability. What exactly am I going to be selling on a month by month basis that's going to be the foundation to help me hit that annual goal, right? How do you work on those big elephantastic tasks, right? How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. So going into the new year, I want you to get clear about, okay, how much you do want to make as far as your annual goal is concerned, but what are the products, what are the services, what are the things you're going to be selling on a month by month basis to help you hit them goals, all right? So let me share a couple of things that we're going to be working on this weekend. I talk about the A's, the B's, the C's when it comes to my methodology to making money. Some of those I got right here. C for me is continuity. Are you consistently bringing in revenue through subscription based programs, through people paying you on a month by month basis? So here, you'll see this right here. That's your girl on the cover, right? With the dollar bill, y'all, on the corner sides. This is my Money Makers monthly subscription, right? So while you can create one-time offers that people purchase and then they like, bye. You don't think about, are you creating digital products that people can sign up and invest into on a month by month, quarter by quarter, or annual basis? Now, Moneymakers Monthly actually has different things every month: templates, ebooks, audios, videos, things for my mentees to grab and consume, right? So this is one of the things that I've put together to generate continuity, right? Consistent revenue. So when you're thinking about your revenue goals, hearts, I got some love. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I don't have my eyes on. So I'm going to pop those on in a second. But when you're thinking about how can I consistently make steady money on a month by month basis, you want to think about what kind of subscription offers you want to put together. Okay. Some of my clients have published their own magazine through your girl, but having a magazine subscription is one thing. Having a membership website subscription is another. Having something like this, which I consider to be like a premium newsletter, Moneymakers Monthly, where every month I'm sending something to my audience via email and they are connected to that as a subscription. Okay. That's C, number one for you. But one of the things that we are also working on too, and I'm jumping, okay? I'm gonna do some A, B, and C. I'm just jumping because I'm gonna hang out with y'all for a bit. Let me know, by the way, where you are, who you are, and where you are in this beautiful world today. I am at the Greenville Hilton here in North Carolina, where I live. And the ladies have just come from all of these awesome places: Dallas, Philadelphia, New York, Atlanta, Virginia. It's awesome to have my business besties in the building with me. So, one of the things I said to you was continuity, number one. When we talk about A's, there are different types of A's that we are working on. And one of those is audio offers. Now, I printed this. This is a digital toolkit that I send to my clients every month on subscription, but it has different components, right? So as a digital toolkit, let me show you an example of this page right here that you see my photo on, and there's actually a play button. So if you were to receive this as a PDF, you could actually click on different components in the guide and then go watch a video or listen to an audio, right? So one of the things that you want to think about is, can you turn some of the information that you're trying to monetize and sell into audio content that you can share with your audience? We are working on some pretty interesting audio offers this weekend. Talk about that in another day. But what kind of audio offers that could you potentially put together for your audience? Okay. So in this case, when I do Money Makers Monthly, I have welcome audios that ladies can listen to, or audios where I'm talking about different things that they can do to make money or to stay motivated. So what kind of audio content could you produce for your audience, right? So audios, continuity. Let's talk about B, building some branded bundles for your audience. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me put my eyes on real quick. Hey, Adonia, I see you now. You know your girl is as blind as a bat. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. Now, one of the things that you can do is think about how you can write this down. Build on what you've already built. Build on what you've already built. So, coming into this particular workshop this weekend, I think pretty much everyone has a foundation of products, services, things that they've sold, and thinking about how can I make this bigger and better going into the new year. So, one of the things that I'm sharing this weekend is building one of my favorite things, bundles, but specifically systems that sell. What does that mean? You have unique ways of doing things, systems, methodologies, frameworks, blueprints, right? I think Sherry was talking about her blueprint that she's sharing with her audience, different things that you've come up with that you structure. And what your goal to do is to think about how you can take your unique system and build it out into a bundle. Okay. So if that's something that you want to do, I'm literally going to share with you how I've done that. So I have something called my Momentum series. Now, Momentum, maintain your momentum, is a summit number one. Okay, so I want you to make a list of how I took the Maintain Your Momentum brand and I built it out into different things. It is a summit number one. Then there is the Maintain Your Momentum workbook number two. Then I took a piece of the Maintain Your Momentum workbook last year and I did a virtual retreat number three. Again, you want to think about, do you have a special process, a special system, methodology, and you want to think about how you can take that and make different digital or print products, print on demand products for your audience. Okay. So my Maintain Your Momentum series started virtual as a virtual summit. I have a virtual retreat. I have a digital workbook. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me show you how I've continued to build it out even further. Okay. So, hey, Facebook fam in the virtual building. This is my Maintain Your Momentum 12-week planner inspired by the 12-week year, really talking about my take on how you can do in 12 weeks what most people struggle to do in 12 months, but from the perspective of an entrepreneur, getting really intentional around your revenue, your reach and your routines. Like I call it the R factor, right? And so this is me going further into how can I create something for my audience? This is a digital 12-week workbook, and this is the physical version of that workbook, right? And there are, and again, I want you to think about what your system is, what your process is, and how you can keep breaking it down into pieces for your audience, okay? So some of the ladies will be working on their own workbooks, their own planners, because we've got different projects that we're doing. And I like to give people options because not everybody goes to a workshop and wants to do the same thing. So everybody has the opportunity to say, okay, I want to work on a webinar series, or I want to do audio content, or I want to work on a book. And then, of course, I got templates for everybody to choose from. Okay. So now I took the momentum concept, created the 12-week planner that's different from the original workbook. Okay. And then, baby, it's the card decks for me. Okay. So I made this teeny tiny, I'm going to have to zoom my behind in because it's teeny tiny, baby, but it's the cutest little thing. I made this card deck series. This is the Maintain Your Momentum clarity cards that actually complement the workbook and planner, right? So I'm going to open it for you to see. Anybody want to do card decks? We did our webinar, the virtual workshop last week. And in the virtual workshop, we did digital cards. And here is my physical cards collection. So different back covers for certain pages. I want to say a couple of years ago, I had these really cute illustrations made. I commissioned an illustrator, and then I've used these images on different projects, right? So you want to think about how you can, again, I said this a couple of minutes ago, how can you build on what you've already built, all right? That is the key. Hey, Abdul, I saw that you liked one of my reels. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, but I've been running around all day. I haven't had a comment. I hadn't had an opportunity to comment back, but thanks for watching my reel. And so, yes, this is my card deck series. Every card is a different color. And when I was showing the hubby the cards, he's like, this is really great because it's bite-sized information and I don't necessarily have to read a full book or do a full course. I can get everything I need in this set. So the idea here is, do you want to do a card deck? Do you want to do a planner? Do you want to do a workbook? How are you going to take what you have and make it into something bigger, right? So I want you to think about the different products that you either want to create going into this new year, or that you want to continue to build on that you were working on from previous years, okay? Whether it be last year or a few years prior to that. So outside of my teeny tiny, my teeny tiny baby card deck here that I absolutely am in love with right here. Let me just do this so I'm in front of the camera. We've got two more things that I'm going to share with you. Bam. Okay. So you want to think about, how can I expand the brand? This is the journal. This is the 12-week journal that goes with the workbook. And essentially the things that I teach, each color, by the way, signifies the different weeks. And I'm really bad at trying to line this up so it fits in the camera. I'm always like, where's the camera? How does this work? But each of the colors have their own section, right? And then this is one of my templates, actually. This is one of my journal templates so that my ladies can use my templates and create their own workable journals. So workbook, planner, journal, challenge. This is the commit challenge, identifying one thing that you're going to commit to over a 30-day period. Now, here's why this is big. For a lot of ladies here, what they learned today is that they could take some of their bigger projects, like a course that they're working on, or one of my clients was talking about how she has this book that she has these different sections around, and then taking them and turning them into little micro pieces. I was talking about creating what I call monthly minis. Okay. So I could essentially take the commit challenge, which is a part of the momentum workbook, and make it its own separate thing. Okay. So planner, workbook, challenge, journal. I gotta go all over the place. Card deck. Okay. These are 4 different products, but all built on the same brand concept. Okay. So building bundles is definitely something that we're going to be doing, number 1. And like I said, another thing to think about, number 2, is creating audio offers. And then for me, number 3, continuity, creating some sort of a monthly product package service that you can offer to your audience on a subscription basis. All right. So I'm definitely going to jump on here. Tomorrow we're going to eat breakfast, and then we're going to start our sessions for Saturday. Yay! So I'm definitely going to jump on here and share some more recommendations with you guys. But let me know what you think about those A, B, and C's. Okay. Audio offers, number 1. Big old beautiful bundles, number 2. And continuity subscription offers, number 3. If this gave you some inspiration, I did my job. But of course, if you have any questions for me, feel free to check in. You can leave a comment in the chat. Number 1, I always like to check in with your comments. Or if you want to check in with me individually, you can always email sistasense@gmail.com. And as you're on the sistasense.com website, click the gray tab on the right to send me a voice message. So, y'all, I'm done for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 2 of our Fire Start Your Year weekend webinar workshop here. Well, weekend workshop here. If you missed last week's webinars, you can watch the recordings. Check in with me if you want to know how to do that. All right. Talk to you guys next time. Thanks, Adonia. See you guys later. Bye.